Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us, we are about 58 participants strong, about 42 short of 100, which is what we shoot for every time on these morning calls. But we have an incredible speaker for you here today, and that is Wanda Carrasquillo. Now, before getting started with Renatus, Wanda was actually, she was highly educated, had 2 master's degree and half a PhD, but she had accumulated over $250,000 in debt. And before getting started with Renatus, she had recently gotten laid off and was looking for other income generation opportunities. And as a as a scholar, she was searching for educational opportunities to transition into a new career. A friend invited her down to Renatus, and she was able to find value right away, not just in the incredible real estate cash flow opportunities, but also in the marketing side of the business. And she got started immediately, started plugging in right away, started inviting down her warm market. And man, just within her first year, she paid down over $38,000 in credit card debt, expanded her team to over 100 members. She's a six-figure income earner, PIT team member. And every time I talk to Wanda, I just get incredibly energized. She's kind of like the Energizer Bunny. And so we're just incredibly fortunate to have her here today as our speaker and trainer. So without further delay, I'd like to bring Wanda on the line. Good morning, Wanda. How are you today?
Good morning, Abby. Can you hear me okay?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Very well. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today. Thank you to Christian that asked me, and I'm kind of filling in for him. And thank you for that introduction. So let me tell you, I think when you say the bunny is really true. That's I always say that I have energized batteries or Duracell, because I'm like always like going like the little bunny on the commercials. So yeah, and it's true. I started basically 2 years ago and in Renatus, and I started because I was looking for something to retire. I was tired of being tired. I was tired of getting up in the morning, working almost 24/7 in my university job that I held for many years in my career. I was kind of done. I just didn't want to continue on. And then I had personal issues, and this is like 6 years ago, right? And I'm like, I want to retire, but I went through divorce. I went through my son being sick, and he passed away. And I was kind of juggling a part-time that I converted into full-time. And I was like done. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I technically have like this entrepreneur spirit, because since I was little, my grandparents were business owners. So I have seen them doing businesses. And that's what my passion was. It's just one of those things that you have inside of you. And then in my seeking for something different, I noticed that I have 2 good friends who are living a very decent life in investing, and they have rentals and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I need to start using my money differently. I need to begin doing something different. And I decided to start inquiring about real estate. I have no clue. I have bought my own house, but I lost it. And when my son got sick in 2011, and it's like, okay, I need to really learn more about this. And like Abby said, because I have been in education for so long, to me, education, I have passion for learning and doing things and learning more and getting, my hands into improving myself all the time. And then I went to the Guru's seminar, and I am so passionate about it that I'm like, yes, I can do this. So I sign up and everything, and I pay for my 3 days, all of that. And at the end of the day, I couldn't afford it. And my biggest thing was I needed a mentor. And I realized I cannot do this by myself. I knew that. So I needed a mentor, and a mentor was like extra, like a whole lot of money more. And I'm like, okay. I left that 3-day seminar like, oh, well, I even left, I think, earlier than in the third day. By noon, I left. I'm like, I'm going to try to do this on my own. And when I attempted, I went and looked at a house in Rose Park, Utah, and I looked and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. And I realized I needed more education. I needed somebody to help me. And technically, I put my dreams aside for a little bit until a few months later, I was at work, and one of my coworkers, Virgil, many of you probably know him, we were talking, normal conversation, and he told me, oh, I gotta go to my other job. I'm like, what is your other job? Because I was always inquiring. And he said, oh, I do fix and flip. My goodness, I heard those words and I wanted just to jump and hold him and like, tell me more about it. I want to learn. Why you don't teach me, or why you don't? And he didn't say much. He just said, have you ever met this community of investors? And I said, no, I have no clue. Oh yeah, we have a community of investors. We meet on Wednesday. Back then, that was in November 2016. And I'm like, okay, I can go. So I went and I loved it. I loved it. I was like, where do I sign? It's like, I'm ready. And I luckily, I got a hold with Mitch, and Mitch helped me through the process. And suddenly I was in. But Christmas was coming along, and I had trips to go to Puerto Rico, so I didn't even open my education until January 2017. January, February, March, I decided I'm going to start studying. In October, I was going to retire. And I had all my plans laid up, and I'm like, by October, I will have a flip, I have an extra income, I can leave this job, and I was done. I don't want to work anymore. But then in March, I received the call and I was like, let go. And then I started the marketing side of Renatos, which I didn't know about it. And I called Mitch and I said, Mitch, I don't have a job. He said, well, we have this other side that you may want to take a look at it and maybe, run with it. So from April, which has been 2 years now, 2017, to December, I was already a 6-income figure. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can do this. And I was doing this really blindly. People ask me, what is your system? And last year I repeated again. I was nominated not in this past national, but the one before, into the PIT. And then now this is my second year in PIT. And I'm just, so grateful for Bob Snyder, for the earnings plan, for everything that has Renatos and everything that Renatos has to offer to us that have changed my life technically. And I was able in last year when Maria came, I'm from Puerto Rico, and we had the hurricane that hit in 2018 in September 20th. And my grandma, who is right now 202 years old, and my dad, they live together. My dad tomorrow be 80 years old. So they live together, and the storm destroyed their home. And because the things that I learned in Renatos and the things that I was able to put together, I was able to purchase a home for them that is my buy and hold in Puerto Rico. So yes, I don't make it any money because I'm not going to charge rent to my 202 years old grandma, right? and my dad, but I have a property there that is worth good and I pay cash for it. The thing is that all of these things, and like Abby said, I was able to pay my debt and my credit cards and everything in 4 months. Velocity banking, amazing. How I manage the money different. What is my relationship with money now? All of those things have allowed me to progress, not only in the economical side, but also on me personal. And needless to say, you know, having Ron Williams as part of Renatos, having Woody as part of Renatos, having the whole education, and then obviously my values and my relationship with God, all of a difference on how now I approach life and how now I conduct my business and do things. But you may ask myself, you may ask me, Wanda, but what is your secret? Tell me your secret. And honestly, I will say, just smile. And you say, smile? Yes, just smile. As a matter of fact, I created an acronym for SMILE. Let me get it and read it to you, because I put together the 4 core values into an acronym for SMILE. And this is how it reads. And I wasn't planning on saying this part, but anyway, this is what. So the S is see the people and tell the story. The M is meet at events. That I inspire confidence, L, love, and endless desire to achieve their goals in a follow-up. So basically, just smile, do the 4 core belief, like Michael says all the time, is easy. We only have to do 4 things: meet the people or see the people, tell the story, build for the events, and follow up. And follow up is where the money is at. But when you are in that table, across the table, if you're doing a one-on-one, I like to do one-on-ones, belly to belly, like Richard said. I like to be likable, okay? I like people like me, right? Because I don't like to sell, but you are always presenting yourself in every scenario. So if you're meeting somebody, how are you going to present yourself? How are you dressing up? You need to be dressed up for success all the time. Why? Because that will put you in a position of authority. And that will be like, okay, I am in position of authority. I am meeting potential students all the time. And if you were national, you can see how Bob Snyder put all of these different scenarios together to show us how easy it is to start meeting people. But you need to be ready. You have to have that energy that attracts people to you, like, and that attracts people to you. So I was reading through the book, The Game of Networking by Rob Sperry. You remember that he came to nationals and gave us a training on networking and all of the good things that he does in media and social media and everything. And the first 15 pages is about being likable. And so I will encourage you to have get a hold of this book. But he talks about the law of likability. And he goes on and mentioned that all the things that are important, like create allies. Likability is be positive. That's the #1 rule. Positive body language, positive attitude. The rule #2 is be interested. Sincere compliments. Remember their names. Put your phones away. Don't be like distracted when you're conversing with your prospect. Find commodalities. show empathy, be authentic and genuine, be in the dating game. And all of these characteristics will make you more likable. You want to succeed? Smile, that's my secret, and be likable. It's kind of the two are kind of together and tight, right? Is something that will allow us to connect more with people. Your energy is really, really important. If you start talking to people, like for instance, you know how Woody showed us the question, and we said, oh, other than work, what are you most passionate about? If you say, other than work, what are you most passionate about? You're not even passionate. You're not showing passion. So it is important for you to say these questions and everything with a smile in your face, with energy, with passion. And it's not like screaming, you know, top on your lungs and jumping back and forth or whatever. It's just, I'm curious, other than work, what are you most passionate about? And wait, let them talk. You have to become a master of questions, right? And some of the questions that I'd like to ask is everything that has to do about them. Let them talk, okay? Because at the beginning, they're gonna tell you what they think you want to hear. When you continue asking more questions, they're gonna say what they think is right to say. And when you ask the third question, trying to elaborate more on their conversation, then they're gonna tell you the truth. So don't just stop and say, because if you ask me the question, Wanda, other than work, what are you most passionate about? My instant answer is gonna be travel. Because I can live on an airplane, honestly. I love traveling. So like right now, I'm like, okay, I need to jump on a plane right now, because when I don't have like traveling like constantly, I just have passion for traveling. So, but if you just leave it like there, oh, she likes traveling, she must be a director. And then you incorporate the drive system, right? Then you have to dig more, ask more questions. Wanda, travel, yes. So who do you like to travel with? And then right there, I can tell you, oh, I can go by myself. I can go with friends. Where would you like to go? I would like to go to Jerusalem, to Egypt. Those are places I haven't been at yet. I already been in China and almost, you know, many, many places in Europe. So where do you want to go now? And you continue that conversation and become a listener. Do not jump into giving information. You are just collecting information with your questions. So the first kind of environment that you're going to create is everything about them. Who are them? Who are you? That's what you want to know in the series of questions. And then start talking about what are they doing? What are they doing now? What are their dreams? What are the things that they want to accomplish? What are the things that they want? What are the obstacles why they haven't achieved the goals that they and the dreams that they have? How they're gonna get there? If you ask me, well, Wanda, do you want to go to Egypt? What is stopping you? Maybe time, maybe money. So they're gonna give you all these excuses and begin to validate them. Oh, that will be a great place to go. I also would love to go there too. Validate their answers so they understand that you are listening, that you are engaged. And then you can ask, in a perfect world, in a perfect world, where do you want to see yourself from a year from today? And then they're going to start giving you all these dreams. And you can ask again, what is stopping you? If they are telling you the truth, because you have gone through all these deep questions and go deep into the moment that they are really telling you the truth, not what you want to hear, not what they think is right, but what is really inside of them, then you have become likable, you have become part of their world in a sense, and you begin to incorporate another secret that I'm going to give you. I told you about the smile, but the other secret that I have is you have to become a giver, a server, and become to share and start sharing what you have. Because what we have is a treasure. Renatos is a treasure. And I love doing my deals. I have been in about 15 transactions in these 2 years, in different deals with different people. But in reality, my marketing side is more rewarding than the deals. The deals sometimes give me headaches, but especially the flipping side, right? But when it comes to giving, when it comes to serving, when it comes to sharing, those are things that really, really, really will make a difference, and people will come and join the education. So become a servant, become a person that is giving genuinely into people, and share the goodness of Renatos with other people. And again, the secret is smile, give, share, and give, serve, and share, and be likable. So I hope that this is a short day today. So Abby, I'm giving back to you. I don't know if anybody have questions. I don't know if anybody have posted any questions in the chat room. I can share my number with you if you have questions or something. My number is 801-879-7340. I see, what is the name of the book? Oh, okay. So the book is The Game of Networking by Rob Sperry. He was in Nationals this past month. So The Game of Networking by Rob Sperry. And follow him in Facebook, Instagram, all the media, because he is powerful. I've been listening to his daily life posting, and it's incredible the things that he shares with you. So like I said, you know, we are here to give, to share, and to serve others. And let me see. What is the name of the book? What is the name of the book? Okay, I got that. What is the smile means again? Okay, let me read it very slowly. So the S is for see the people and tell a story to. Then M, meet at events that. I, inspire, confident. L for love, and E, endless desire to achieve their goals in a follow-up. So my key strategy and system to success is see the people and tell the story to meet at events that inspire confident, love, and endless desire to achieve the goals in a follow-up. So right there, I just incorporated the 4 core beliefs. Any other questions? You guys are awesome. I love meeting every one of you. I really, 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 I'm your servant. If you need anything, call me 801-879-7340. Send me a message. Texts are really, really good. I give you permission verbally, but in writing, I will sign it up to be in contact with me. Also, you know, just remember that my results are not typical, but I want to give you an inspiration that if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't have any clue of anything that had to do with deals, anything that had to do with fix and flip. I learned everything through the education in examples. So dive in the education, begin sharing this education and this treasure that we have with others, and you will be able to succeed as well. So while there is no guarantees, you know you have the tools, you have everything that you need to succeed. It is now in your mindset, it is now in your desire and the energy to be likable and to reach not only the sky, but reach anything that you want, because there's no limit. So do not put limits into your future and into your success. So that is my message for today. Abby, take it over. Thank you very much. Abby? Okay.
Hey, Wanda, it's Anthony here. I was just wondering, how do you find your leads and find your people? What sources do you use?
Mostly warm market. I am in the multimedia and social media all the time. I'm posting videos. I go to my fix and flips, and I'm always showing the properties. And my friends ask me, honestly, probably at the beginning is the only time that I pick up the phone to call somebody. Everybody else that I have signed up in my personal sales have been people asking me what I do. So when I post a video on Facebook, I show it with passion, and people like what I do. They see my lifestyle, and organically, I attract them to me. That's what it is. But I never put signs. I remember, well, actually, let me rephrase that. I did put some signs when Mitch was doing signs here in Utah. We cannot do it anymore. But when I received a lead, I was so panicked and so afraid of picking up the phone that I never called anyone back. I gave my leads to other people because I didn't want to pick up the phone. I have break through my fears now, and I have received contacts from my team members, and I call those contacts, but they have been already contacted. So it's kind of now a team effort and how my team grows, because I like to fill up the buckets. So I try to create 5 stars. That's what I like to do. Helping others, remember, just help. So in serving, I help others to make money. I help others to become 5-star, and we all a happy family. Any other questions? Abby, you want to close the meeting, or are we good?
I think you can just close out, ma'am. They just let you go.
Okay. All
Yes.
right, guys. So you have a terrific day. Go make it happen. And I have a say, wake up from your dreams and make them a reality. Bye, guys.